I don't have my train whistle today.
Yeah, we left without a lot of our props, so we're just going to have to go skinny on this one.
I got to use a little app. Will that work? That's my little train app.
So hello everyone, what a week in Otter Creek.
It's been a week in Otter Creek.
Oh my
This is the week we get to say it.
Yes.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
I like the way
or a bad thing.
It rhymes really well.
It does, it rhymes very well. I'm glad it's Sunday and we get to talk to y'all. So, whew, it has definitely been a week and it's hot here, y'all. So hot.
It's hot. I'm ready to go.
If you look at Brett's face, he's got a little, even I do, I got a little bit of red in my face.
We've been outside all day working today, so.
Sweating it up.
Yep.
In the real live sauna of Florida.
Hopefully you guys can hear over the air conditioner. I think the last time it was on.
Happy Sunday Fun Day.
It drowned us out, but we have microphones now, so we should be okay. You guys can hear us okay?
Let us know
in
the comments.
We can't turn it off. It's too hot.
It is way too hot. I am so tired of summer too. We were fortunate enough to enjoy Alaska's weather as long as we did, but we are like in the pits of everything. Who in their right mind would go back to Otter Creek? Yeah, well, you know.
We did because we had to go get our stuff.
That was one of the things we've been doing this week is packing up the stuff that we do have here to bring back to Tennessee.
Yep.
There's been a lot going on. It's just been crazy. And I tell you, the days we've been packing up our stuff, it's been so hot. We are so, so thankful there's a pool here at the RV park we're staying at.
Yep.
So that's been really nice because after that heat drains you, jumping in the pool just gives you that second little bit of energy.
Yeah.
It's been a blessing for sure. But so I don't even remember, like, what day did we get here? We were camping in Alabama.
I think Tuesday.
So much going on in Otter Creek. Absolutely so much. So we got here Tuesday. I don't even know what day it is because it's been like so much stuff
Sunday
going on.
Live Day.
And I don't, you know, you come in with a plan and so much stuff is happening that you don't get to do everything you wanted to do. And I didn't even get to see some of my peeps yet. So,
yeah, so from the cabin in Tennessee here to Otter Creek is about an 8-hour drive for a car. But when you're towing something, it's much slower. But we took 2 days to do it anyway because we stayed over at Fort Rucker in Alabama. I call it Fort Rucker.
Well, keep calling it Fort Rucker.
Y'all can call it Fort Novosel if y'all want to. But it's Fort Rucker to me.
It's a beautiful base, and we don't want to drive so long of days that you're so tired and it takes you so long to recover. So we took our time getting here. We'll take our time getting back.
Yep.
We'll be towing a lot of stuff back with us. So I will be driving the RV, towing the boat.
She'll be towing the pontoon boat, which is kind of long. Even though the boat's short, the trailer is long, and there's a lot of stuff in it.
So I finally get my turn to drive the RV, and it's with a boat.
Yes, and
so pray for me.
I'm going to follow behind her with the Jeep because I'll be towing a 6x12 trailer that has my motorcycle in it and other stuff.
Yeah, we packed everything up in there. Thanks so much.
Tay, for
we'll
the
have
to give you a punch
because we don't have our chicken or our whistle.
We packed skinny. We didn't. We just brought the necessities. We're very light.
Thank you so much for the love. We do appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the boat is fairly wide. It's a pontoon boat. So, yeah, we've been packing it. We packed the boat up, put stuff all up in the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Tricky. And we're going to be packing the inside of the RV with some totes to try to get everything in this trip.
Yep.
So it's just been a lot of work. And it's very tiring in the heat. So I give props again to all the landscapers, the roofers, the mail delivery people, because it's no fun. No fun working in the heat. So what else have we done this week? Oh, we went to the Britton Drew. I always want to say the name the other way around.
Yeah.
But we went to Britton Drew, the sheriff candidate, to meet him. He was having a free barbecue lunch, just meet and greet and talk to him.
I think overall the reception of the interview was good. They liked his answers for the most part. There was a handful of people, though, that had concerns about him wanting to bring body cameras or not bring body cameras. Now, he didn't specifically talk about what he would do. When he said body cams, he was talking about the people on the force now. Some are for it, some are against it, and why those reasons are. But really what he was talking about was the issue was the management of those cop cams, I call them. So I think what he was saying is that he was behind it. He was wanting to use them, but it needed to be trained. The staff needed to be
the management
of it
was his concern. But I do believe he is absolutely for the body cams. And again, another thing you have to remember is you already have McCallum in there, so you know what you have now.
Right.
So either you keep what you've got that you know isn't working, or you take a chance and have something better. And if it's not better and it ends up being the same, then the next time you vote again. But if you stick with the one that isn't working, you absolutely know what you're going to have.
You can't expect any different results from the same guy.
And while McCallum may be a wonderful gentleman,
yeah, we've met him personally. He's fine.
I have no problems with him as that, but it's time for change, and it's time for him to retire and go enjoy doing something else.
Go fishing. What is he, 80 years old? I mean, he should go.
I do believe he's about 75.
He's up there.
And again, I have nothing against him, but somebody else needs to be in charge.
I just want to see some real enforcement.
And I think personally, if he cared enough about the county, he would not have even run. So I'm a little, I don't understand why he's running again. But however, you know,
we need someone who does more than just goes in and checks his email and goes on.
So, and I did like to hear that Britton wants more training for the mental health care aspect of coming out to the calls, because that's another thing in the dispatch room. You're getting a lot of calls where there's a lot of mental health problems. You can see around you all over the country that that is a huge problem now. There's not enough mental health care. So with more training, the more and more you're trained in something, it's like you don't even have to think about it. It's second nature to you. You go out on the call and you can easily diffuse the situations with more training. So he really wants to get more training in there for the mental health care. It's very important. As you know, there's a huge drug situation in the county, and he knows that, and there needs to be more attention paid to that. So I think it's going to help also to have some younger views on things with more training, because sometimes when you get older, you're not as easily trained on some of the newer innovations and those type of things. And you need to have a good team and trust the people in your team to add to it, because you can't know everything. No one person knows everything. You have to have a good team to add to it.
A good leader knows where to find the answers. He doesn't have to have all the answers.
Right. And you have to allow your team to do part of the work. If you're just trying to be the one hogging everything up, it doesn't work that way. And it sounds like he is well prepared for that and has some good ideas. And again, I posted, and if you go on his Facebook page, he has written a long, detailed thing that you can read about how he feels about each of the things. In the video, the first gentleman that we were talking to is Jason, who is part of the campaign team. I'm not sure if they're brothers or not.
I think I heard they were brothers. They do look alike.
Possibly.
It's easy to mix them
up. He was talking about, because we were waiting for Britton to get there, he had to pick up another tent because one broke. So he was adding to the conversation to let us know different things, but that wasn't the first person, the guy with the hat backwards. That was not Britton Drew. I know a lot of people got confused on that. So
at first I thought it was him.
yeah, but he
sure.
can bring a lot to the table because he's part of the campaign, so he could speak about conversations he's had with Britton and those type of things. I know a lot of people were a little turned off by his hat backwards type of thing,
but that wasn't the sheriff.
But that is not going to be the sheriff. And again, early voting is going on now. Yep. The actual election day is August 20th. Mm-hmm. And we're just hopeful that good things will be happening for Levy County. They have different commissioners up. I know the clerk of courts is also up.
That's a big one. That's the second biggest one.
There's 2 or 3 commissioners. There's a lot up on there. There's even the property appraiser. So we're looking forward to some new people coming in and adding to the county better things.
Yep.
So hopefully just pray for the county, continue to pray for Otter Creek. I can see that God is on the move and things are changing. Change is not always fast. Sometimes it's painfully slow. So it's hard to be patient at times.
And this is a county that really doesn't like to change.
Yeah, they're not
set
embracing
in their old ways. They don't embrace change.
And I know change can be scary.
Yeah.
But it's not always a bad thing. So just keep praying.
I guess we have a couple of announcements. First off, I wanted to answer a question that was in the chat. I was never stationed at Fort Rucker, but I did go to the warrant officer basic course that is there at Fort Rucker, but I didn't get to see the base. You're locked into a barracks for 8 weeks, I think it is. So I went through the warrant officer basic course there at Fort Rucker. That's all I saw of it. So I've seen it. I know where it's at, but I wasn't stationed there.
You know what? I love that when we do get to go to the... You're killing me there. What the hell's? Something about changing his underwear because he's scared of change, so he doesn't change his underwear.
You wear underwear?
It's a great thing I can't smell.
It's too hot to wear underwear.
But when we're on the bases, the one thing I love is actually being able to talk to some of the people that are stationed there. When we go there, we usually find a few people stationed there so we can talk to them and different people that work throughout the base. So it's nice to get different viewpoints of how they feel things are on the base as well as the military nowadays and to get different opinions of things. So I find that fun to get to talk to the different people that are stationed there.
So one announcement we have, we're going to slide back a slot. So instead of the 6 p.m. live, we're going to go back to 5 p.m. We realize that it's conflicting with what you do in Willis's video releases on Sunday.
Well, originally,
at 6:30, so
if you remember, we used to do it at 4 on Sundays, but then when we went to Alaska, we changed it to 6 because of the time change. And I was asking if we should be changing that back now that we're not in Alaska anymore. And yes, absolutely, we will change it to 5 and see how that goes. Because in Tennessee, we still are an hour difference.
We're an hour difference. We're one county over from the East Coast time zone.
So we will do next Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern time.
Yep, and there'll be an announcement. You'll get a...
yeah, we just wanted to do another announcement here, or the first announcement of it, so we can try to not be in conflict with anything else.
So they asked how long...
Right, Jason? Just come back to Alaska. Great idea.
That's a long drive.
It's much cooler there. Can I fly there this time?
Yeah, we want to fly this time. So how long are we going to be in Otter Creek?
How long indeed? Not very much longer.
No. We plan to leave on Tuesday.
Yes, so we can head back.
A 1-week trip, and we had several things we needed to do while we were here.
It's going to be a slow drive back for sure.
We'll take 2 days to get back. There's no rush. And we're towing a lot of stuff, so we need to make sure we're not going too fast. So That's the reason we're taking the Alabama route back instead of the I-75 route, because I-75 traffic is very fast. I feel like they're pushing you down the road.
Can I pack you in the camper? I'll take you back to Tennessee.
The pontoon has really small tires on the trailer, so we don't want to run it at 70 miles an hour. So we're going to be doing 50, 55 in the back roads, which is a 2-lane subdivided highway, very light traffic, except when you're on I-65.
I finally get to drive the RV, and these are the conditions.
Well, I mean,
pulling a boat.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I'm so lucky.
If you have to get gas, that'll be the only thing we have to pull off.
Everybody look out. Pray for the people on the road.
Hey, I'll have to stop for gas in the Jeep more than you'll have to stop.
Well, those are the problems with owning a Jeep.
You may not have to stop.
I know, I've got an extra fuel tank up in here.
Yeah.
But the Jeeps use a lot of gas. And again, here's another thing. I wanted to thank everybody for hanging out with us today. I missed that in the beginning. I appreciate you all taking the time to hang out with us. I love getting to know everybody better and talking to everybody and answering questions.
We were trying to take the boat out one last time, but all the boat ramps on the Swanee River are closed.
I know.
Due to the hurricane and the swelling water. So
what a bummer.
A bummer. We'll just have to take it on the lake.
Yeah, when we get back to Tennessee, we'll have to take it out on the lake. But unfortunately, we didn't get to take it out on the Swanee. We were looking forward to doing that. And it's been, one day we had to run to Ocala so that I could do a doctor's appointment. And when you run to Ocala from here, it usually takes the whole day. I know we did that after we did the lunch with Britton. So it was like run there and run back, and I didn't even get the chance to enjoy anything in Ocala.
Do the mic sound mumbled? Someone said the mic sound mumbled. I don't know why that would be.
I don't know either. But that's not great. Thank you. We love our cabin. We look forward to getting back there.
Yep. Oh, they sound fine. Okay. Good.
What else you got for us?
How long are we going to be at the cabin before we take off on another trip?
Good question. Good question.
We would like some time to get settled in.
Yeah, but I do need to get to Ohio. I do need to visit my sister. I know she keeps asking, when are you coming? What are the dates? And I'm like, oh, I don't know.
I think she should come down instead of us going up. But that's just... We fight about that all the time.
So I do need to get to Ohio and spend a little time. There's stuff I wanted to do there. And also she's been gracious enough to store some stuff there that I had left there.
So we got some stuff to pick up.
Yeah. So that is the next trip in the future will be to Ohio. I don't know exactly when yet. We don't really have furniture. The only furniture we have so far is that bedroom suite that we purchased on Facebook Marketplace.
We need a lawnmower.
We need so many things.
I have tagged a few lawnmowers that I'm going to look at when we get to Huntsville. But it'll be after we drop off everything and then come back down to Huntsville. But,
yeah. So yeah, I'm not really sure of the dates yet, but yeah. Ohio is the next trip. To answer your question.
Another question.
Good idea.
Do we plan on attending the Jeep invasion in Pigeon Forge in November? First I heard of it. I didn't know.
I didn't know either.
So that'll be a, let's see. I don't even know how far that is.
Pigeon Forge? I'm not sure either. I haven't even had time to look it up.
I figure it's a couple hours, but I don't know exactly.
But Pigeon Forge is nice. I love going there.
We do want to go there.
Gatlinburg.
November would be a great month to go, too.
We want to go to Dollywood at some point.
Yeah.
Yep. You need to get to Otter Creek so you can get you a dose of George, Jeremy, for sure.
And come get some of this sun and humidity.
The only good thing to come here for is George.
Are we planning on attending the festival in Otter Creek in October?
I still have the same answer so far. Is I'm still waiting to hear all the details and check the safety of things and find out exactly how things are going to go. So I can't give you anything more than a maybe yet.
We still got a couple more meetings to listen to.
Someone's asking if we'll be there for Christmas in the Creek. I don't even know when they're doing that yet. So we're waiting to hear about that. We would like to be there for sure. I know I can be safe there. And yeah, as soon as we find out exactly when, of course, we'll let you know. Because I want to see if we do come down here, we can plan some other stuff to do around that time. I did want to go zip lining in Ocala while we were here, but it's so hot. I figure we'll just wait till it's one of the cooler months when we're down here. I do believe the next meeting is the 20th. Don't quote me on that. So I'm not really sure. I think that is the following week, right?
It's the third Tuesday, whatever week.
I want to say it's the 20th, but it's the third Tuesday.
Third Tuesday. Someone asked, do we like living in Tennessee? Well, it's been very brief.
For the time that we've been there, I absolutely love Tennessee. Love Tennessee. And I can't wait to be there more.
The people are so welcoming. It's like, it almost had you in tears, how nice the people were.
Yeah, I literally thought I was on another planet and I was getting pumped.
We walked out of a lot of buildings going, they were so nice.
Like, I would just look over and be like, is this for real? Is this really happening? I'm pinching myself because living here in Levy County and Otter Creek has been quite the experience. Yeah. And I don't know if I've ever experienced living in that way anywhere else. Yeah. But being in Tennessee is the exact opposite. So I just love it. I love the hospitality, the time everybody takes with just saying hey and sharing things, and the people we bought the house from, what a blessing they are. His parents are a blessing.
While we were here, his mom or his wife, I think it was his mom.
Oh, his mom.
His mom sent some pictures of deer because they're all in the neighborhood.
I need to get some photography lessons from her because she took the best pictures, y'all. They were gorgeous.
The deer are like right up like this.
Yeah, absolutely
they're
wonderful.
on my phone and I'm using my phone, so I can't show them, but they were great.
They are, wow.
Unless I sent them to you, you might have them.
You may have. I will check.
So check that. So yes,
what a great group of people.
I was stationed at Fort Campbell, which is on the other side of Nashville from where we are now, and I liked it. Spent a lot of time out land between the lakes, but I didn't want to live out that way. Fort Campbell's a little bit run down. It's a training base, so most of their money that they spend goes into training, not into the facilities. So I like being near the Air Force Base. They tend to be a little better taken care of. The Air Force tends to invest more money in standard of living instead of training. So we like that better. So she's got the deer picture pulled up.
See if you'll be able to see this one. How cute is that?
Whoop, whoop. That's one of them.
Let's see. Here's another one. I think she should be a photographer.
Yeah, they're really good.
And here's the last one. Isn't that cute? Just gorgeous. I know everybody drives around in their golf carts taking pictures of them.
Yeah.
We don't have a golf cart anymore, but I don't think I'll purchase one just to take pictures of deer.
Yeah.
But they're just the cutest. I do miss them. I love wildlife. I like animals. They're so cute.
So are we staying for the town hall meeting on the 20th? That's a negative.
Nope, we will not be here for that meeting. I don't even know if I'm going to get to see my ninja, my little Belinda, while I'm here.
Because she's not here this weekend.
She's not here, but darn it.
We'll see if she gets back in time.
They do look like professional pictures. I need to get some lessons from her, that's for sure. Thank you, Tina.
Thanks, Tina.
Thanks for the love. We appreciate that so much.
The next question is, will Lynette and Russ...
Should you fly into the town hall meeting, or are you going to just like right in there? Parachute? Maybe you should parachute in there. I think that would be way cool. You definitely should be there.
The question now is, will Lynette and Russ make it to jail? Well, they're on the right path.
Inquiring minds want to know.
We all want to know. They're on the right path. They're doing the right things to get to jail. It's just a matter of
finding an officer to enforce
it.
Things. That's the whole issue, because how they have managed not to be there is beyond me, y'all.
Yeah.
I don't get any of it.
If we were doing what they were doing, I can expect to be in jail.
I would have been locked up a long time ago if I was doing all that craziness. Yeah. It's absolutely shameful, but I don't know what the police are doing in these parts. Hopefully when we have a new sheriff, that'll change.
Hey, Sherry, thanks for the 3. So people want to know who our first house guest is going to be. It might be you.
I don't know. I don't even know.
Whoever shows up.
But if you do, could you bring some furniture with you? You know what? I want to get one of those huge bean bags. Those big bean bag chairs. They have some huge ones now. So that's on the top of my list, what I would like to get, because that's the kind of furniture that's easy to move. You don't have to bring a bunch of friends over to help you.
So we will update our wish list, and we'll get a P.O. box.
Yes, when I get back into town, we're going to get a P.O. box. I know a lot of different people. Hi, Deborah. I haven't seen you yet either, but I will.
Yep, tomorrow.
I just lost my train. Choo-choo! Come back here. So as soon as we get back to town, I'm going to get that P.O. box. I had a lot of people that went really fast.
Went fast. Who was that?
Asking about that. Thank you, Babs.
Appreciate you.
We really appreciate the love. So, and when I do get that P.O. box, I'll put the address in the video descriptions and in our bio. Some people are asking where they could send some different things to. So I'll get that on it probably towards the end of the week.
Yep.
And I'll let y'all know what it is and when I put it in there for sure.
Are we ready for the cold and snowy weather of Tennessee? I say bring it. I lived in Alaska, so it don't get nowhere near nothing like that. So bring it.
And I have never seen cold snow because I was born in Hollywood, Florida.
To me, anything above 0 is not cold.
And I've never really lived anywhere else. I lived for a very short time in Georgia, and I want to say it was summertime, and it was only for a couple months. Other than that, I've lived in Florida my whole life.
And we're told that this area of Tennessee doesn't really get that much snow. It doesn't get as cold as some of the more... I know Tennessee's a very narrow state, but even just an hour north gets more snow than where we're at. The southeast corner doesn't get as much snow, I guess, because of the mountains, and it kind of blocks things.
So I am absolutely looking forward to some cooler weather. That's for sure.
It'll make coffee taste great.
Yeah, you should absolutely go to Michigan for Christmas, Deborah. That would be beautiful, and your family would love that.
Somebody says 40s are cold. No, 40s is perfect. Perfect.
We'll see. I will report back with that and see how it is. For sure, I'll be drinking more hot coffee.
Somebody lives in the northwest part of Tennessee. It's a little wetter up there for some reason. They get more, precipitation. Not a lot more. It's little differences. Tennessee is broke up into 3 regions. If you look it up, it's the eastern region, the central region, and the western region. And we're in the bottom right corner of the central region, which is the Nashville area. But we're still a couple hours from Nashville. But it's the bottom east corner.
Someone said it's the 90s there in Texas.
Yeah, I've been there. That's hot too.
It's just been a hot summer for everybody,
really. It's more humid here than it is in Texas, but Texas gets hot.
Yeah, like a dry heat, right?
Usually.
I've only been to Texas one time.
Usually the hotter it is, the less humid it is.
And that was a short trip.
It can't be both humid and hot because the heat will burn off the humidity. Now you may have a period of time where it's hot and humid, but the humidity's coming down because the heat burns it off. But yeah, it's miserable.
It's not good.
Yeah, Southern California, you can have all that.
Ooh wee. Did we see the Boyle Weevil Monument? I missed that. When you came to Mother Rucker. I don't remember if we did.
I don't know.
I don't think we did.
They used to call it Fort Mother Rucker.
Yeah, you know, they even changed the name of it. They had a restaurant named Mother Ruckers, and they changed
it to something.
Big Mike's, I think.
Yeah, it's dumb.
I don't know. But we were talking to one of the ladies on the base. Thank you, Pokemon.
Thank you.
Hope you guys have a long and wonderful life in Tennessee. I've never been sorry for leaving Florida. Thank you so much. I know I won't be sorry for leaving either. But one of the ladies was telling us that we were talking to in the base regarding the amount of money spent on changing all the names of the base.
Oh, they spent millions of dollars, if not billions on that.
How crazy is that? And the point of it all, you can't change history. So now you spend all these millions of dollars that if you look around the country, you can easily see some great causes and things that could have been done with that money. What a waste. Just an absolute waste.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. Whoop.
There's something going on with the camera here. Hold on a second.
Woo.
All right, there we go.
Yes, it's absolutely wasteful tax money. I agree. I look around at a lot of things that are done on the bases, and I just see a lot of waste. And it's shameful when you look around and see so many things that need to be addressed.
I don't know where Tug stays. I don't know where he's at.
I don't know what part of Tennessee Tug is in, so I can't accurately answer that question either.
Is he in Nashville? Then it's a couple hours.
Fort Hood for good. Yeah, and that's the other thing is all these people are going to continue to call it the same name anyway. Why they wasted all this money is beyond me.
Yeah.
But she was completely perplexed herself as to why they did that. So most people did not think that was a good way to spend money. There may have been 5 people that thought that was a good way. I don't know, but it was a very small percentage and shameful.
I was excited when we went through Fort Rucker and we were able to find the Class 6 store. For some of you that know, Class 6 is the liquor store, and some of the bases have gone away from the liquor store and they've put a couple of rows worth of liquor in the PX. Well, that's not a Class 6 store. A Class 6 is a full-on, like Brown Jug or ABC Liquor. It's a full-on, fully stocked liquor store, and they had one. But when we were talking to the lady there, it's all controlled by ABC, by the state of Alabama controls it. So the prices are higher, and they dictate what gets sold there and what doesn't. So we weren't happy with the prices there.
And a lot of things on the bases are being privatized, and they have contractors and whatnot doing a lot of different stuff. So I'm sure they're paying out a lot more money for those things.
You know, when we even the guards, a lot of them are now contracted out. The soldiers don't do it anymore. The MPs don't man the gates anymore. On some places they still do. But at Fort Campbell, they used to scream. You know, they salute the officers coming in, and they used to scream air assault at the cars coming through. I always thought that was a motivating thing. You know, you go in the morning, it's like, air assault. But now they don't do it because they're contractors and they don't have to do it. It's just, I don't know, it's boring.
You know, and again, someone did made a comment that the new names of the bases, yes, they are named after some incredible people, and nobody's disputing that fact of the new names being named after incredible people. However, was it necessary?
Yeah.
That's all we're saying. It wasn't necessary. We're not knocking that the new names and what the accomplishments of those people, we're not taking any of that away from them either.
I would just say moving forward, name them different.
Right. If you want it moving
Right.
forward, name it different things, fine.
But leave what is.
Right.
And then moving forward, new streets, new buildings, new bases, then rename them.
You know, you shouldn't be trying
That
to
way.
erase history. You should be learning from history, and if it was bad, not repeat it.
Oh, Gate 7 still does that? Good. I used to always go in Gate 10. But
what other questions you got?
are you going to run for mayor in Tennessee?
I don't have any plans to do so.
I hope it's not necessary.
I do hope it's not necessary either. I mean, if different things are necessary, I obviously can't predict the future, but I would like to think that I will not be doing that and it will not be necessary. But never say never on anything. You never know what is in the cards for you
when
later.
You say never, you know. Hey, that's my mayor right there. She's always my mayor, in the house, outside the house, redacted, unredacted, same thing.
So I would like to think I won't have to, but if it's necessary for me to do different things, I usually will jump in and try to help a situation.
Are you going to miss your Otter Creek friends?
I
Of
will
course.
absolutely miss my Otter Creek friends, and that's what I will miss about Otter Creek is my friends, the lovely, beautiful people there. That's the only thing I'll miss, really. So, I mean, there's so many wonderful people there. I can't wait to see Deborah and give her a big hug.
Prayer for Deborah.
Yep, she's always in my prayers. She's a wonderful woman. I love
She's a good person.
Belinda and Doug and Ellie and George and Jeremy and Deanna.
It's always fun when we come
Carl.
back because the ladies do a ladies' breakfast.
The Hudson sisters.
Now, I don't go to the ladies' breakfast. I find something else to do.
Well, you're not a lady. Why would you?
Nope, I'm not.
So I do. There's just so many wonderful people there, and that's really what I'll miss about Otter Creek, but I'll be back to visit them.
Yeah.
So just because I don't live in Otter Creek doesn't mean I will never see my wonderful friends anymore.
Hey, with today's technology, I mean, it's easy to stay connected with friends.
You got Jessica who pops in, but you know, technology just keeps everybody in touch. It is a wonderful thing if you use it correctly. It can also be used for not so great things.
Yeah.
But I do keep in touch with my peeps.
Okay. How does it feel being in Otter Creek, knowing that you have a homestead in Tennessee?
Oh, well, I actually miss my little log cabin already, but it's also like a light at the end of the tunnel.
I know we just passed through Tennessee.
So I can smile bigger while I'm here because there is a lot of drama. It's a stressful way to live. I pray for all my friends who are here and the stress they have to deal with, the unnecessary stress that they have to deal with.
Would you call that Madam Mayor's headquarters?
What?
Hales has a headquarters. Can we not have a headquarters?
I guess you could. Is
I'm
that
just wondering?
MMA headquarters?
MMA headquarters,
Dude,
baby.
well, we have to get a banner to put up.
MMA headquarters, baby.
I already need to get a Madam Mayor's Adventures flag so I can send that to Tubetown to get hung up at Tubetown, baby.
Yeah, we have our Madam Mayor's license plate on the front of the RV, and it was parked in the driveway, and we noticed some people walking by in the neighborhood, and he walks up to the RV looking at the plate, so I'm sure they're looking us up already to see
who are the new people.
Who are the new people? Where are they from? Oh, Florida. Florida, man.
Nope, sure won't miss that boy. Can guarantee that there's plenty of people in Otter Creek or around Otter Creek that I will not miss. Like I said, those people cause a lot of unnecessary stress for people.
Oh, Bora Bora in the house.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I pray for those people that are living that way, dealing with that stress. I wish it would all end. I can't wait till the day it does so we can celebrate, because nobody should live that way. Nobody.
I don't know if we should have a tube town in Tennessee.
Really?
Tube town too.
Is it going to be like Tube Lake, baby.
Tube Lake.
Tube Lake, baby.
Maybe we'll just build a little corner of the pontoon boat.
So when we go out on the pontoon boat,
Tube Lake.
I can wear a grass skirt and a coconut bra. We can have Tube Lake, baby.
Tube Lake, baby.
What do you think? Thank you for praying for us. We definitely love that. We need your prayers. Yeah.
So that's all the smaller stuff. We do have some bigger things. So we had some reasons we had to kind of rush back here at Otter Creek. There were some things going on. Now we're like, we want to close on the house. Then we need to get down here and take care of this. So Lloyd Campbell was one gentleman that was on the property, and he had talked to us. He's in, I don't know if you call it hospice care, but he's in a nursing home right now, nursing an injury, and then he'll be back out. So we were helping Lloyd, but we don't want to say too much because you need to watch Wednesday's video, see what happened. So that's all I'll say on that. Now, the kids that were living on the property, we were also part of a bigger plan to get them transported to the airport so they could get back to Iowa.
Major video on Wednesday, yes.
It was major. I didn't want to do it up too much, and I didn't want to say too much here. We just kind of wanted to give you a little teaser.
Got this cross, if you can see it, that's hanging up here.
There's a story behind this little cross.
There's a story behind this cross.
So watch Wednesday.
And you'll
get the
hear
story.
More about that.
Yeah, so that's our prop.
Were the cops called?
They were. Cops
were called.
Cops were called. So, the kids that were staying on the property too, the 3 kids, Landon, the girl, and the other guy, they did get out. They are back home in Iowa, as we understand it. We were supposed to get them or help facilitate getting them to the airport. We were part of a plan with some other people. They did not show up. So we believe Lynette got them there. Probably, I speculate, she took them because she didn't want us to be conversing with the people.
All I can say is thank God they have been rescued off that property.
Didn't matter to me who took them.
And they're in a better place.
They're off of that property.
Because that is nowhere anybody should have to be.
Yep.
So I thank God for moving on that and getting them into a better place off that property. I can tell you, driving through Otter Creek and driving by that property, nothing has changed. Yeah. It's still the same mess it's been, maybe even worse. It's shameful, and that child needs to be rescued. Absolutely. Yes, Gail. 100%.
Yeah.
That child needs to be rescued because
the child's in a bad way.
It's sad. I'm trying not to cry.
You'll get more of an insight in Wednesday's video.
Because it's very sad, and it blows my mind that something hasn't been done already. It's not a good place. It's not a safe place. And she doesn't deserve to be there.
Yeah. That's all the notes I have.
And I will continue to pray for her, and everybody out there continue to pray for her, because she deserves to be in a better place where she is loved and she can thrive. So God is on the move, and he's been doing big things. I can tell you that.
Yeah, he's working.
He's working. So continue to pray for her, because he's the one that can make the changes, and he hears each prayer.
And there's a lot going on in the background that we're not even privy to.
Yep.
the Hales situation and Mr. Hales, we don't talk to him about every detail.
I don't need to
About
know everything,
There are
and
things
I
that
don't ask
we
a
don't-
lot of
and
things.
a lot of things
it's
we
not
don't
my
ask.
business.
Right. So we know there are things going on.
And I know that God is the one working it, and I'll keep praying, and that's all I need to know is that God is on the move.
If there's something that needs to be relayed to us, usually George gets in touch with her and gets questions answered or whatever. Sometimes Jeremy will reach out, but we're not in constant communication all the time. So sometimes when you ask us something, we don't know because we didn't know it was an issue. So we don't know everything. And let them handle.
I don't need to know everything.
Right. We don't need to know everything. And we let them handle their business, and they know that if they need something, we're there.
Yep.
So that's what friends do.
Thank you, Sassy Mama. She wants to know what part of Tennessee that did you buy property in? It is
Go ahead.
near Lynchburg.
It's in between Tullahoma, Lynchburg, and Winchester.
So, yep. I mean, again, you have to support your friends. And like I said, when I'm in Alaska and people are calling me because they need my help, I will leave and go where I need to be to make sure things are getting done.
That's my man. I love her. So,
but you have to support the people you love. Pray to God. Thank God he is on it. He's been moving and doing wonderful things. You've seen Judge Tobias get removed from the case. That is God. He is working.
he's working. He's got a lot to do, but he can handle it. There's nothing he can't handle. He wants you to ask for his help. So,
and I just pray for the day this is all over for everybody, because nobody should have to live with all this stress.
yeah, and we don't even know all of it. But
Yep. And we're not living in all of it anymore. Pray for Jeremy and George.
they go through a lot.
Give them the strength they need to keep fighting the fight.
Yeah.
It is a lot.
It would be easy for them to just up and move. They have the resources to up and move.
But they're here fighting. They're doing God's work.
They're doing God's work, and they're going to see it through, and it's not over until the judge says it's done.
Sometimes it's a lot to allow God to work through you. And it's way easier to throw in the towel and walk away. So pray for them, keep them strong. It's not easy. So, and I thank you all for your support in all of this. It means a lot to have such a wonderful group of people rallying around you. The love and support you all give to all of us is so appreciated.
And our channel is not always going to be about Otter Creek. It's what's happening right now. We also toured the flea market. There's a video about that coming out because some of you wanted to see the flea market on a different channel. So we did that. We did that for fun.
This is our lives too, and we're taking you on our journey with us. And it happens to be that we have stuff going on in different places here and there. We try not to make that the bulk of what you see, because we want happy, we want positive, but occasionally there's a little bit of drama sometimes.
Yeah.
And we don't like to have drama. I mean, drama's no fun, but we share what we're going through with you. It's our lives. And just thank you for being with us on this journey.
Yeah. And we're not in Cumberland County. We're in Franklin County.
And we're going to be hitting the road on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a long drive back.
There's going to be videos on house repair. There's going to be videos on finding a lawnmower and loading it up.
Markets.
There's going to be flea market videos. There's going to be going to Ohio videos.
Yep. I love that we get to take you guys with us to buy stuff for our new place. That is going to be fun.
we're hoping that there's going to be a lot of videos that are out on the boat, on the lake. So we think that'll be fun. There's marinas on the lake. There's bars and restaurants on the lake. So it'll be fun.
And someone was asking about the results for the election. The election is on August 20th. We will share the results with you absolutely and keep you informed. But the election is August 20th, so we'll be waiting until then, but we'll share them with you probably on the 21st.
Yep.
So, again, pray for the county and good things coming. When we all stick together, when the good people all stick together, good things happen. You can't stop it.
Right.
So, yeah, we're going to have so much fun taking you guys shopping for the new place and decorating. I love all the ideas we get from everybody. It's so much fun to hear the ideas. Even if it's something that we're not going to do, I love to see what you would do and hear about that.
And we didn't know that we were going to be buying a place this soon. We thought for sure.
No idea.
We thought we were going to be driving for a couple of years. But now it's changed. I like looking at property. I don't always buy.
That is a blessing from God, I do believe. Our log cabin is a blessing from God.
Yes, it felt right. I was looking for a large garage on a piece of property near a lake somewhere in Tennessee, southeast corner of Tennessee. And it just all fell into place. The fact that it had a cabin, that's just a bonus.
Yep. That's what happens when you involve God in your decisions and your life. I pray on everything. When we were looking for a place, and I asked God for his guidance on different things. So when you allow him to be part of your life, it's you allowing him to be part of your life. He's always there, but you have to let him. You have to invite him in.
Yeah.
So I do that, and I pray about situations and all things like that, and he answers you.
Yeah. So it was just a good fit. And us having a little homestead doesn't mean that we're not going to travel. That's just where we're going to travel from. It'll be easier to plan things. So we can go out, do the trip, turn, and then come back. Go out, do a trip, and come back. Reset. Go to the next thing. So we don't have to plan it on a route every time. It's going
to be so much fun. The adventures are not going to stop.
Yeah.
It's just going to be more. They may be varied with doing house projects, the shopping, but we are still going to be going to so many places.
And she plans on starting up her eBay, and she has a little she shed now attached to the garage too. And we'll show you all that.
So maybe we'll even hit a storage unit sale here or there. Who knows?
Yeah.
But we're just going to have lots of fun, and we're going to take y'all with us.
Yeah, that's all it is. What it's about.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll get to meet some of you guys while we're out there on the road doing stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I love meeting good people.
Yeah, you got to be good people. Can't be stalkers.
Love the good people.
And it needs to be a little respect of boundaries, a little space.
And we don't have any mail today.
Yeah, we have no mail.
Because we haven't been anywhere to receive any mail.
Yeah.
So I missed my little mail truck. But maybe when we get home for the next live, we'll have some mail.
So don't miss Wednesday's video. There is a lot going on with that, and we'll be able to answer more questions next Sunday.
Yeah.
And in regards to that, and there's still stuff ongoing. There's stuff still happening that is not part of today's events. So,
yep, like I said, sometimes things are painfully slow in the workings, and you want everything to happen like that, but that's just not the reality a lot of times.
Right.
So, thanks, you, Sassy Mama. Again, we just appreciate everybody's love. We have so much fun for our members this week. We are driving around the creek, just talking and showing y'all around and our different commentary of our experiences in the town and whatnot. And we love being able to share fun experiences with the members. So we appreciate y'all going on our little ride with us through the creek.
Yep. So our members get an extra video a week at the second level. and we drove through Otter Creek. Some people wanted to see us drive through Otter Creek, so we did that while we talked. And
we have not posted an address yet. When I do get back into town, I will be getting a P.O. box, and I will post that for y'all.
Yeah, we didn't get to do that before we left.
So that is in the works. I know several people have been asking, so I'll get on that as soon as I get back. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to get that done yet, but I will. It's on my little list. So I will keep in touch with you on that detail. I look forward to this week coming up. I think it's going to be a little cooler in Tennessee, hopefully.
Yeah. The former owner still talks to me because he still has stuff in the garage he needs to get out. And so he's like, hey, I'm coming over tomorrow to get some stuff. Is that okay? Like, sure, absolutely. So he has access to the garage, and he's still moving some of his stuff out. He still has a Mustang in there and a boat, but I've asked him to move them over so I can get my boat in there.
I've asked him to leave the Mustang.
We told him he can leave the Mustang. I think he's getting a carport for the Mustang. So
I know, he's like, they want it so bad, I gotta hurry up and get that carport and get it out of there.
Maybe he'll just leave the car and say to heck with it.
I don't think so. I
We'll take
really
good care
don't
of it.
think so.
His dad has a Corvette he needs to sell, that he's being pressed to sell and doesn't want to sell.
Well, you better start playing the lottery.
I already said I got dibs.
We ain't got Corvette kind of money. You better play that lottery.
And what year is it?
I believe it's a 69.
So it's going to be an expensive car.
69.
Yeah, I had a 76, so a 69 is going to be
Don't
even more
quote me on that, but I
expensive.
think that's what it was.
Yeah, if that's the C1 or C2 body style, it's going to be expensive. Out of my budget, but I still want to see it. I still want to get an opportunity.
I was so hot today, I said I'd rather be floating down a river eating popsicles than doing what we were doing today. And then when I saw Mayor Zim, and he said he had some popsicles in the freezer in the garage, I said, man, I'm going to need to come over and confiscate some of those popsicles.
Yeah, it was definitely warm out there today. Woo.
Unbelievable. You got to be careful in that heat. Make sure you stay hydrated, because you start getting a little woozy. Woo! It's easy to get dehydrated quickly.
Yeah, I think Tennessee's a good fit for us. She had always been wanting to go to Tennessee, and I had always was trying to get back there because I liked it too. So in the States, I was stationed in Texas for a total of 8 years, 3 different times, 4, 2, and 2. And then I was stationed at Fort Campbell only once for 3 years, and I was deployed part of that. So I didn't get to do a lot in Tennessee. I was only there, 3 years. But I've always liked it. It has 4 seasons.
Yes, the AC is on now.
Yeah.
We would be dying in here without it.
It's on, yes. Yeah. It runs pretty much
Hopefully it's not too loud. But yeah, since we've been in Florida, this is the most we've ever run the AC.
Yeah, we didn't run any time in Canada or Alaska.
Yeah, well, we didn't have to.
Right.
But since we've been here, this poor baby is working.
Even in Tennessee, we didn't have it on.
No. So it'll use a break when we leave.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hot here, and it's hot longer. Like, you might have 10 or 12 hours of a day here where it's just miserable. Tennessee, it's more like 6 to 8.
Every time we're out, I'm like, thank God I don't deliver mail anymore.
Oh.
For so many years, I delivered mail here in Florida, and I don't know how I made it through because summers were horrible.
Thanks, Bob, too. Appreciate you.
Oh, thank you. That's so sweet of you.
The
Put
bag
it towards
chair.
the beanbag chair.
There you go.
Oh,
there's your
I love
beanbag
you.
chair.
That's so wonderful.
Yeah. See, it's people like you guys that make it wonderful. And I don't mean because you're giving. I mean because you're thoughtful.
Because you have so much love and you share it. And it warms my heart. I'm already getting a little teary-eyed.
And she was a member, too, so she cares.
Just like there was somebody who had sent something and gave a comment that our mail truck, she has an autistic son, and when our mail truck played, he got so excited, and that just warmed my heart. And I'm like, that's what it's about.
That's what it's about. If you can touch somebody through YouTube, that's amazing.
So I just love that.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I got a little sidetracked. Sidetracked.
Sidetracked.
I can't even speak right, but that was kind of funny. But yeah, delivering mail here, I'm like, how did I do it? I can never go back to doing that. It was so horrible. Of course, I was super skinny because I think I sweated so much back then. It was just wow. But I'm glad I don't deliver mail anymore. They still
had a lot of the LLVs back then. Those are long life vehicles. Thanks, Gail, for the 20. Appreciate
Thank you, Gail.
That's the beanbag
for the beanbag chair fund. Thank you, guys. You're 40. Wonderful.
You got half a chair. I don't know what they cost.
I don't know what they cost either, but I appreciate it.
Well, we'll shop thriftily with that money.
Of course, I always shop thriftily.
Yeah.
But
you're pretty good with money, so.
I even thought when I delivered mail, I used to get home so depleted, I'd take a cold shower, lay down, and then I'd hit the gym. And I'm like, no wonder I was in such great shape. But
yeah,
I don't have that in me anymore.
Yeah,
it's a little rough when you get older.
It is harder, yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad I don't do that anymore. God bless the people who are still delivering mail and doing everything in the heat.
Willis must have mentioned he got trespassed. Guess what? We did too. Oops.
First time ever.
We're going to frame it.
Yeah, I'm going to frame that one, baby.
Yep. There were trespass orders handed out today.
But more on that for Wednesday.
Can't give it all away.
You just can't make any of it up.
Nope.
You just can't.
Oh, 3 months.
He had to walk. Oh, my goodness.
Carrier.
Yeah, in Hollywood.
So he was a city carrier.
Yeah, the city carriers and all the walking they have to do, they are in great shape. I remember my mailman when I lived in Hollywood, he had some calves on him. He was in fabulous shape. He used to look like that one country singer, Billy Ray Cyrus. That's what my mailman looked exactly like. All the ladies on the route were like, Billy Ray's delivering my mail. Woo! Good times.
Oh, there you go. $20 to $65. All right, we're in that range.
Sweet. So.
Oh, there's 20.
Thank you, Sassy Mama.
Oh, she had a question in there. Her grandma was the first woman union postal president. And I have one of her jackets that I thought you would appreciate when you get back to Tennessee if you're up to the meeting. I would love to give it to you in person.
Wow, that would be so awesome.
Yeah, hit us up on Madam Mayor's Adventures.
Send me an email, madammayorsadventures@gmail.com. I would love to meet up with you. And if anybody has any questions or anything, you can always email me at that address, madammayorsadventures@gmail.com. I do answer those emails. Thank you, Michelle.
Thanks, Michelle, for the 10.
You're probably glad I don't have my train horn.
Some of these
today.
Chats get lost. We try to hit them all. When it's over, though, if there was something specific that was mentioned, hit her up at the email. She does check those. It's easier to track them. There's a better history log. And it's easier to dialogue through the email.
Yeah, and I love getting to chat with everybody.
Yeah.
Did that mailman lift his leg like he was a dog?
On the fire hydrant.
Relieving himself on a fire hydrant? No, thank goodness.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have much appreciation. Thank you, Jessica.
Thanks, Jessica.
I have so much appreciation for the people working out on the heat. I never could understand how someone could be a roofer. When we were driving here, man. I forget what state it was, we saw some roofers that had one of those tents up on the roof. And I was like, those are some smart people. I've never seen that before when the canopy set up tents.
On the roof, yeah.
And that was super smart. The meeting is Tuesday.
Yep.
Yep, so not this Tuesday, but the following Tuesday is the meeting in Otter Creek.
Yeah, and it'll still be recorded, and we will still screenshot it, and we will still follow it up the next day with commentary.
What is this AC you speak of? You're so funny, Jason. Mr. Alaska enjoying the Alaska weather.
The houses up there don't have air conditioning. Most of them don't.
Yeah, for that Tuesday, make sure you tune in on Travis's channel. He will be live streaming the meeting.
Yep.
And we usually do a recap of it the day after, and we might go over the agenda the day of, usually. So stay tuned in for that. Is there anything anybody else has got?
I think that about does it.
Well, I really, really appreciate hanging out with y'all today. It's been a super huge blessing. I love getting to spend times with you and talking, chatting, answering questions, and sharing all the love back and forth. You guys really make me smile and warm my heart. It's going to be yes, Deborah, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm excited to see you and give you a big hug.
Yep, the ladies doing their coffee or their morning, their breakfast out.
So I'm excited about that. And then it's going to be an interesting week. So just stay tuned and hang out with us. We'll have some great videos. We'll have a good one on tomorrow. Wednesday is the big one. And we'll keep you posted on our travels this week. And we'll be heading back to Tennessee.
Woo! Go Vols!
But thanks again, everybody. We love you so much. Take care of each other and be good to each other. And we'll talk to y'all soon.
Yep. Get ready for the Hales live.
Yep. We'll be in the chat.
We'll be in the chat. So titty chat.
You can have your boom chicka pop.
Boom chicka pop.
Boom chicka pop.
We're going to grab us a little something to eat before we go live with, well, not go live, but get on his live.
Get on his live in the chat, hanging out with y'all.
Yep.
And that's it.
That's it.
Peace.
We thank you guys.
And happiness. Be good to each other. Take care of each other. Love ya.
Bye, guys.